Okay, so this is our first bonus content of the new year, and Yinny's really trying to set us up for failure because we started recording, and then I was going, you are recording like the footage, right?
That happened to us once, right? It did. We recorded.
Oh, that's happened to us a couple
when
times.
We did
that's
House
happened to us a
Moving
couple
Castle.
times.
We did the whole thing.
Yes.
And then I'm like, there's no recording of. But it's okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi!
So good to see you.
Happy New Year! Even though, we're a month into it, and oh my gosh, what a new year it's been. We're not going to talk about that. We are here to distract you from it.
Yes.
And we're so glad to be back with all of you.
And we're also just happy to start researching again. And let me tell you, I had a vibe when I was doing this. I had my little jazz lo-fi music.
She went into a flow state. I barely touched the script. I didn't touch the script. I've read over it just to be like, all right, cool. Just tell me what you want. I'll see you at the next episode.
Yeah, and that's fine. Let me tell you something. This is therapy for Sarah and I to do these episodes because I do feel like we get a moment when we can go away from everything and just be in a little bubble.
Yes.
And enjoy ourselves. And speaking of
a little
bubbles,
mythology bubble,
I wanted to talk about this stupid game that I got. And I'm saying stupid.
Oh no, what game did you get?
It was $10 and I liked that it looked super cutesy and cozy. And it's called On Together.
Oh, that's right.
My God. I have been on it since January 19th, and I'm pushing 50 hours on it. And only because, don't look at me like that, only because you leave it on in the background. You don't do anything.
Okay.
The whole point is that you make your little person, and then that person is super cutesy, and you just go into a lobby. They call it the lobby. It's a little server area where there's it's a world map of the ocean, and there's seating by the ocean. There's seating on a treetop. There's a little canteen area, a library, and the whole point of the game is for you to work in real life. So you have your little person go to a library and sit. And it'll be what are you going to do? Chores, focus, work, read. So I've always put that I'm working because that's exactly what I'm doing. And then you open up your little tasks in game. And you say oh, today I'm doing this task. So for example, I just finished.
You put your to-do list?
So I put for my task yesterday, record the final chapters of an audiobook, send out this email, send out this other email, and then do this. And then you click the number 4 and it turns your little person into a little icon on the side of your desktop. And it's just there. And you're listening to lo-fi music, and every time you finish a task, you click that you finished it and you get tickets. And these tickets you use to dress your character up and stuff. It is literally made so that you procrastinate less. But you're still playing a game, but you're
gamifying it. Yeah. So
it is so cute.
So here's my question: do you think it's helped you?
Oh, it has. It has. Because I'm less likely to pick up my phone and stuff. Now, you do have a little message box so people can message you on the servers. You could definitely tell some players are there just eating shit, socializing and stuff. But for some of us, we stay, I'll be hey, locking in, talk to you later, and then that's it. You lock in. There's a timer, so you could put the timer for 60 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. And then it'll beep when your timer's up, and then it'll give you a rest period of 5 to 10 minutes. So I would use that to gauge how much time I'm spending on recording. And then I'll take a break, drink water, sit, maybe I'll touch Instagram.
Quietly, yeah.
And then I'll it'll alarm you again. Hey, time to start.
Okay.
I love it. And everybody's in their 30s that's in there. This is if anybody ever played.
That's because all of us need help.
Yeah.
We all need help focusing.
Yeah. And so if you would ever a Habbo Hotel meets Club Penguin meets I don't know, like
Animal Crossing or something. Yeah.
That's the game for you. Like, you have no tasks. Like, you make your own tasks. And the whole point is, like, the more that you do the timer, the more that you sit there in game, you get tickets, and then you can, you know, like, make it more personable. Like, make your little desk area, make everything. It's so cute. It's so cute. And it was $10. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing drugs.
So technically, it's basically already, like, paid for itself. Is what I'm hearing.
Exactly. And now when I finish this and I gotta edit, I'm gonna have my little person right there, you know, doing it. And like,
and you're gonna set your timer.
It's all very anonymous. Like, nobody tries to tell you their name. Like, everybody has their gamer tag, and you're just doing your own thing. Like, you don't go there to find your love. You know, you go there to like try to tell people, okay, let's lock in and let's work. So it's very cute.
Well, that's cute.
Very cute.
I don't know if I'm convinced, but it's still cute. But then again, also, I've never been much into games. But like, it's very cute. Yeah. I love that.
It is very cute.
I'm happy for you and your little icon. Now, Yinny, shall we address the elephant in the room of what has changed since our last episode?
Oh wait, this way. I'm married.
She's married.
I'm married.
We got her married. She doesn't know her left from her right, but she's married. Yay!
Yeah.
And it was a gorgeous wedding, and everyone survived. Everybody crashed the day after. We were all just like, oh my God.
It was crazy. It was crazy. And also, it was very bad because Sarah and I got used to seeing each other twice in 1 year. We hadn't seen each other since...
We gotta fix this.
Like, what, 3 years? 2 years?
What was it? Disney World?
That was like 3 years ago.
That was 2022.
Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can't go that long. Like, we've gotten used to seeing each other face to face thanks to the power of technology now, but
it was weird.
I want to be able to hug you.
It was weird because when I saw you,
it was great. It was great. Right? Yeah, like I kept, like at your bachelorette party in November, like I just kept staring at you.
I was like, oh my God, there's my bestie. It was crazy.
There's my bestie.
Yeah, we had
and I got to meet your family, and they were so wonderful. I mean, heck, I have to come see you again because I'm pretty certain your parents are expecting me for 4th of July.
Probably.
Like, if I don't show up, I'm going to be in trouble with them, and we know I can't handle that.
No, and technically you wouldn't be in Miami. You'd be in another location by the water, enjoying the time.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
And we'd drag Jared with us, kicking and screaming, even though he wouldn't be kicking and screaming. It's just he'd be going, wait, no, where are we going?
Oh, wait.
I'm like, don't worry about it.
We have to talk about the best gift I received. So all of you guys know the lore of Yenny and Sarah and how Mama calls me
mother.
How Mama calls me her axe murderer daughter. And I got,
because she was a friend I met online who I, booked a hotel room with for a convention, and my parents were both like, how do you know this girl? Oh, online. And my mom's like, she could be an axe murderer.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, I did not murder. I did not. But now I have.
And now we've been in both of each other's weddings.
But now I do have an axe, a literal axe. Because I picked up the box. It's a huge box, by the way, that came.
It was a big box.
And I'm like picking it up to like think it's like soft. And I'm like, oh, this is heavy. And I'm like, did they give me like a painting? Like, because, I know that you guys like paintings and books.
Yeah,
I'm like,
of
maybe
course.
it's like a big book. Like, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And when I see, and of course my in-law is going, Jenny, what is that? And I'm like,
your poor mother-in-law.
It's a fucking axe. And now my father-in-law loves the axe.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And it was customized. It has Yenny's name on it. And it even has the date we met.
It's so
at VO Atlanta in 2019.
It's so cute.
Oh, it was great. Now, also inside the box, did you find the picture that I put in there? Did you throw out the picture? It was in a frame.
What? No, Sarah. There was no frame in there. All I got was the 2 bags and then the 2 baggies and the tea.
There was a picture in there.
Well, was the picture? I swear to God, I did not see it. No. What's the picture?
It wasn't that important, but it was funny. It was one of those souvenir photos from 1957 Havana of me and Mama. We were like, you can put it up with all the family pictures.
I did not. No, Sarah. I did not see that. I took out everything.
It was wrapped in some paper, and yeah.
I did dump the paper.
Okay, yeah, because it was glass, and we didn't want it to break in transit.
Is that the only photo you have?
I think so.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Don't tell me that.
I have to, because this is great, and this is great for our listeners. This is the kind of content they want.
I did not know. I swear to God, I didn't.
It's okay. I'm not mad. I think it's hilarious.
Even my cat's like, meow.
I should have told you, hey, look for the picture. I should have, but
well, I tried everything
you were already screaming bloody murder over the axe, and I was like, her neighbors are about to start knocking on
I was
the
just
door.
walking around my house going, ah! It was really funny. I Except I would have liked that picture. There's no way. So I threw that box out because I was like, oh, there's nothing else in here.
It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
The memory of the picture is not in my head, but it's in yours. And that's all that counts.
It was very cute.
But you know what?
Very cute.
Now, something is crazy. And that's that we met in VO Atlanta. But before that, we had been friends in Twitter space, right? And
yeah, we were aware of each other.
We were aware of each other. And it was really strange because I had gotten several comments to bunk with me. But for some reason, I picked Sarah to do this together, and that became what is now one of my best friends for life, sister, godly everything. Definitely divine intervention for us to meet, because
thank goodness
we are from two separate worlds, two separate types of family, two separate states. There's so many different things, but by fate, by God's hand, we became friends. And that is a lot to do with... Ow, I bit my tongue again. Oh. And that's a lot to do with today's episode. Oh, my God.
That was okay. Let me take over, honey. Let me take over, because that was a very sweet lead, and then you injured yourself. What she's saying is destiny, fate, the hand of God. It all has a lot to do with our topic today, which is red string theory.
Oh, my God, I'm
bleeding. We're going to end this bonus here so that she can tend to that, and we will see all of you in the main episode. We're glad to be back.
Yay!
Bye! We are back!
Back from the dead.
Okay, Yenny, please.
Okay, back from our hiatus. Yes.
Which felt like the dead.
Yes, it did.
That's more like it.
Yeah.
And we are so happy to announce, once again, we will be giving you new bits of knowledge every week, the magical and mythical kind.
Mm-hmm. New to our podcast, maybe? Well, welcome to Story Sirens, the podcast where we deep dive into myths and legends from around the world.
And we sometimes go off on tangents, kind of like what she did just there. Okay, most of the time we go off on tangents, but there's a lot of laughing, and we promise to keep you entertained while we do whatever we do, and you do whatever you do.
Yeah.
Are you in a car? Are you doing chores? Are you studying?
Are you in the bathroom? That's fair.
That.
It's fair.
I mean, that is fair.
Yeah.
We don't need to know.
Oh, you're right.
But anyway, welcome to Story Sirens.
And can we just say, we are super excited for all the goodies in store for Season 3, y'all.
Season 3!
Can you believe it?
I can hardly believe it. We are 67 episodes in, people, and we've got so much more coming your way. It's going to be so good.
Yes, thanks for dealing with our craziness. So many of you have subscribed and followed us, and, well, I promised I wouldn't get emotional about it, so I'm not going to get emotional.
She's going to get emotional later.
So,
Yenny, this whole episode is dedicated pretty much to you getting emotional.
You're so right, okay? This particular episode was also requested by one of our listeners and Discord members,
Yay!
Autumn Toyman. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your request. And if you have a topic that you want us to cover, leave us a comment about said topic, or better yet, join our free public Discord. The link to our Discord server is always in the show notes.
Yes, it is. Now, today's episode is covering elements found from the animated film Kimi no Nawa, or Your Name, written and directed by Makoto Shinkai. The story follows two high school students from different parts of Japan that begin to swap bodies 2 or 3 times a week at random, even though they've never met each other in person. It's even worse when they don't remember when they switched bodies and begin trying to speak to each other through notes they leave behind. It's no surprise that the two are in for a wild ride. And while they try to live life with this odd switching of bodies, hopefully, someday, they can actually meet.
No.
Please.
That's so sweet.
P.S. We also sure do like our own boobies in this podcast. So, it's one of my favorite lines out of the whole movie.
I was going to say, in case y'all haven't seen the movie, that is a line from the
That's
movie.
an
It's a great
actual
line. It's great. It's a comedy. It's a drama.
It's the little girl
romance.
just
It's
looking
everything.
and being like, boy, you sure do like your own boobies. And it's the cutest. Oh, God, I love it. Anywho.
Okay, so we won't be going over the entire movie this episode, but what we are going to do is focus on key elements of the film that showcase Japanese myth and folklore. So yes, spoilers ahead. If you haven't seen the movie, pause this episode and go watch it. Or play this episode in its entirety and then watch it. Yeah. It's your choice.
Mm-hmm.
You have the freedom to do whatever you'd like. So, Yenny, shall we begin?
Yeah, after I silenced my phone.
I was briefly about to look behind me to see if that was my phone. I was like,
sorry,
I had
please
it on Do Not
silence your
Disturb.
phones while recording this episode. So, the first elements that we're going to talk about are Kawatare Doki, twilight, or Omaga Toki, dusklight. Around the beginning of the film, while Mitsuha, one of the two high schoolers, is in class, the teacher is talking about 2 times of day, twilight and dusklight. The twilight sky has 3 stages: civil, nautical, and astronomical, which honestly, those sound like super cool names.
No, those sound all. I'm like it has 3 stages. I was just calling it twilight.
It's a Pokemon. You didn't know that?
It evolves.
It evolves. So,
All right.
in its civil stage, it's at its brightest due to the sun setting, where its rays are still reaching out into the sky and there's still enough light to see everything around you. During the nautical stage, the sun has set, but the horizon is still visible. This is also a time period when the brightest stars can be seen in the sky. Finally, the last stage of twilight is astronomical.
Okay.
The sun is well below the horizon and the sky is at its darkest. So, I don't know. I'm
so glad you're so excited,
I was
Yenny.
very
I
excited.
love this. I love this.
In Japanese folklore and classical literature, twilight, or Kawatare Doki, represents a time when the boundary between the worlds of humans and spirits blur.
Wait, it's one of our favorite things.
I know.
A liminal space.
Yeah. During this time, it's neither day nor night. And the term Kawatare Doki means a time when it's hard to tell who is who.
Oh,
This makes sense when you think about the boundaries blurring. You may be speaking to a human, spirit, or even a god. Moreover, as we go through the stages of twilight, we find it becoming darker and darker outside, which obviously would make it more difficult for you to see who's in front of you. So, it should be no surprise that the best time to see the spirits would be during twilight's civil stage, commonly known as the golden hour, right?
All of you social media fanatics and all of you photographers extraordinaire, this is peak
photo time. We love taking pics during this time. The sun is setting. The world seems to
Everything
glow
looks
brighter.
beautiful.
Orange hues fill the sky. Oh, take me back to my wedding.
It was
gorgeous.
perfect. It was perfect.
But anywho, Omagatoki, or Hour of Meeting Spirits, is the Japanese folkloric term for dusklight, aka magic hour, as Mitsuha's sister likes to say. Occurring right after sunset, this is the exact moment the worlds blur and the spirits, some malevolent, others benevolent, come to the human world. As we find out during the film, Mitsuha and Taki, who are both from different times, are able to meet during Omagatoki.
But Yenny, aren't only humans and spirits able to meet during this time? They're both human, so why are they able to meet?
Well, the biggest spoiler coming at you right now on the beginning of the episode is that plot twist. Mitsuha is actually not alive.
What?
Yet.
Huh?
Honestly, this is great marketing for the movie, let me just tell you.
This is great. Yeah, no, for sure.
I'll just tell you. But, we're going to explain it kind of, sort of, but you got to wait. You got to learn about all the key elements, okay? It's not our fault. We got to teach you. So.
So we're presenting the pieces and then putting them all together?
Yeah. Oh, I did. I cooked when I wrote this, okay? There's a lot of meat and potatoes, but afterwards that's going to be great.
You were in flow state. I love it. All right. So moving on with our elements of Japanese folklore, we have the Miko, the shrine maiden, and the, pardon me as I try to say all of this, the Kuchi Kamizaki, the ancient sake. Bridging the gap between humans and spirits sits the shrine maiden, or the Miko. The maidens act as vessels for the Shinto deities to communicate with humans, mainly because the maidens possess a spiritual purity that allows the divine spirits in. Shinto shrine maidens offer prayers, blessings, and fortune-telling to visitors, as well as perform sacred dances, rituals, and ceremonies. It should be no surprise that we learn of Mitsuha's duty as a shrine maiden in the film. Having a connection with spirits and the divine, perhaps that's the reason she is able to switch bodies and communicate with Taki, who, plot twist, ends up saving her life and the life of her entire town. Now, this might not seem related, but let's talk about fashion, shall we?
Everything is related, we promise.
In Japanese Shinto tradition, shrine maidens wear the traditional attire called Miko Shizoku, which consists of a hakui, a white kimono-like robe, a hibakama, bright red long pants, tabi, white split-toed socks, and zori, traditional Japanese sandals. Additionally, during specific ceremonies, they may wear a chihaya, which is a white coat that is worn over their usual attire. Finally, the maiden's hair is either left long or tied back in a low ponytail, usually with a white or red ribbon securing her hair. Now, not only does the red ribbon tying Mitsuha's hair appear throughout the entire film, but the traditional attire we've just spoken of is seen during the scene where Mitsuha is making an ancient rice wine, or sake, called Kuchi Kamizaki. Dating back to the Yayoi period, which was around 300 BC, this drink was made by either shrine maidens or villagers chewing on rice and spitting into a communal pot, which would then be covered and left in a cool area. The enzymes in saliva would then ferment the liquid into alcohol. Now, while this might not sound appetizing to us here in the year 2026, this was one of Japan's earliest alcoholic drinks and was historically used in Shinto rituals until around the 1930s.
Next up, we talk about kumihimo, braided cords, and musubi, the Japanese word for union. One of the pastimes of Mitsuha and her family is making traditional braided cords, or Kumihimo. We actually talked about this a little bit in Korean folklore when we discussed K-pop Demon Hunters. So it's fun to see it again.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's another braiding tradition.
Yeah. So originating around 700 AD, the cords are created using various threads, wrapping them around bobbins, and then braiding them together to form a diagonal crisscross style. Kumihimo was first used to decorate religious items, but soon became more used by the public, like to decorate kimonos, ceramic art, and even samurai swords. Just like the 3 stages of Twilight, there's also 3 main types of kumihimo, which, I love this comparison.
Of course. We're coming all back around.
Yeah.
We've got 3.
Yeah. So we have Kado Uchihimo, Hira Uchihimo, and Maru Uchihimo, starting from the top. By the way, we never said this, but we are so sorry to our Japanese listeners. We are trying our hardest, okay?
We are trying. We're sorry.
It's a big star, okay? I'm not ready to go into, Norse mythology because, oh, my God.
Oh, those are tricky.
Now, Kado Uchihimo is squared shaped and used for holding the sashes of a kimono in place. Hira Uchihimo is a flat cross-section, sort of like a ribbon, and while they can also be used in the same manner as the Kado Uchihimo, they are also used to decorate samurai swords and tea utensils. More recently, they've also been used to make accessories like good luck bracelets, necklaces, making it super cutesy.
Love it.
Finally, we have the Maru Uchihimo. And that one is round and resembles a rope. And it's usually used when making small pouches. There's a lot of little gift pouches. There are even some that are like purses. So it's very, very cutesy. Now,
so you usually see it on a tassel for a traditional purse.
I think it's what ties the pouch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So why are we talking about this? Interestingly, while braiding, changing the color of just one thread can immensely alter the final product of the braid. Since we're talking about a film where 2 people who meet, even if by way of switching bodies, greatly changes their perspective on life and relationships, we could take the art form of kumihimo and the way only one thread can make a significant difference as a way to measure our relationships in the real world. Every person who enters your life can make a difference. Which brings us...
I love that.
Thank you. I'm telling you, I cooked. Which brings us to the Japanese word musubi, or tying, figuratively meaning the act of connection. The word musubi is a fundamental Shinto concept that represents the power of binding and connecting, and is linked to en musubi, which is the connecting of fates. Mitsuha's grandma tells Mitsuha, or really Taki in this scene, tying strings together is a union, connecting to people is a union, and the flow of time is a union. These are all part of the god's power.
That's so cool. I love this.
Yeah, very cute.
So for our next element in Japanese myth and the film Your Name, we have hokiboshi, or the comet. Hokiboshi, translating to broom star, is the traditional Japanese term for a comet. Comets are both good and bad omens in folklore, and in Japanese folklore, it's viewed more as an ominous message. Typically, one could tell whether it was a good or bad omen by the type of comet. Should the comet be bright, it was a sign of prosperity and good luck. Typically, the people would take this as a message from the gods regarding the start of a new era, or a sign that an emperor was born, since there was a belief that the comets were the spirits of very important people returning to Earth. If the comet were to have a long tail, it was a sign of natural disaster or war. Now, in the film, Taki finds out just how bad of an omen a comet can be when he learns about the comet that hit Mitsuha's town, called Tiamat. Upon visiting what was left of Itomori, he finds that the comet annihilated the town, thus stopping Taki and Mitsuha from switching bodies. At this revelation, he begins to lose all the notes Mitsuha had left him on his phone and subsequently forgets her altogether. leaving him with only an inkling that he's forgetting something or someone, which is a horrible feeling. And to think that it's actually an actual person that you're forgetting about is nightmarish. Now, the audience, alongside Taki, finds out that Mitsuha is actually 3 years older than him. They haven't just been switching bodies in different locations. They've also been in different timelines, a distance of 3 years apart. Now, a little fun fact for you listeners. The word Tiamat, the name of the comet in the movie, derives from the Mesopotamian goddess of the salt sea and primordial chaos, Tiamat. Itomori is a coastal town facing the sea. Now, this all seems very likely that the writer Makoto Shinkai chose this goddess of untamed chaos and dragons and serpents and the sea to fully capture how ultimate the destruction was of the coastal town of Itomori. But fear not, there is a happy ending to this story.
Yeah, we promise. Finally, we reach the last key element that we're going to talk about in this episode, which is Unmei no Akai Ito, red thread of fate. We can all collectively agree that at some point during our doom-scrolling social media sesh, we may have come up on a post that talks about the red thread of fate, or modernly called the red string theory.
I mean, heck, Taylor Swift even sings about it in one of her songs. Like, it's gotten mainstream.
There you go. This is a belief that two people who are destined to meet will always find each other, due to them being spiritually connected by an invisible red string. It doesn't matter how far apart they are or how much time may pass, they will inevitably meet and feel a deep connection, even if they've never met before.
I love this so much.
It's said the red string is tied to the pinky finger of soulmates, and their fated encounter is inevitable, but always during the right time.
You can't rush it.
Nope. Their meeting will never be forced, and if you go looking, you won't find it. Something that Taki and Mitsuha run across when they try to communicate via calling each other, and obviously the line doesn't exist, right?
Uh-huh.
They are destined to meet, but on the divinely chosen time, not theirs. But why the pinky? Well,
is it because of pinky promises?
Sort of. We have a major vessel called the ulnar artery that links to the brachial artery, which connects to our heart, ending in our pinky. So it goes all the way down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's probably why pinky promises are so important.
Yeah. Now, the red string isn't only for romantic relationships. It can be for other meaningful relationships like that of two best friends, family, even coworkers. The point is that when something great occurs between two people, or when two people have a strong and deep connection, it's more often a guess that they are connected by a red string and were meant to find each other.
Love it.
Not gonna
love
cry.
it.
All right.
Not gonna cry.
Woo! This particular element of the movie is seen throughout the entire movie and literally ties the film together.
You're proud of that one, aren't you?
I am so proud of that one. So,
but it is, I mean, you should be proud because that is pretty much the overarching theme of the movie of like, because when you do think about like, well, why did these people even connect at all?
Yeah.
They were fated to.
They were fated to. Now, there's 3 particular scenes that stood out to me, okay? First off being the scene where Mitsuha is seen crying in front of the mirror when she wakes up in her own body, knowing Taki is on a date with his coworker. She doesn't understand why she's crying, but to me, I feel like her heart does because
her heart's there before her brain is.
Yeah, she knows in her soul that she's meant to have that moment with him, not the coworker. Secondly, when Taki is in the shrine, he drinks the sake Mitsuha had made, slips, and falls into what seems to be like another dimension. And in this dimension, he's watching Mitsuha's life, the moment she was born, everything that's happened to her. All the while, a single red string appears on the screen, showing the audience that they are tied to each other.
Aww.
The last scene in the entire film, they cross paths, and immediately they feel a connection, one that they can't explain. Even after losing memories of each other after meeting for the first and believed to be last time during Kawatare Doki, they feel like they do know each other, thus leaving the audience to decide what happens next after the last line in the film is said, which is,
Your name is? I love that. You did great on the research for this. And the red string theory, or the red string of fate, is really a fascinating topic to dive into. And of course, if y'all do want to read more into it, we have included the links to our research in the show notes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just want a topical introduction to it, check out the film Your Name. But now, let's go to other modern media, which features some of these elements we've discussed today.
Well, I did want to bring this up, and that is that the film Your Name was an international success.
I do remember when it came out, it was a big deal.
Yes, and since 2016, it was the highest-grossing Japanese film of all time.
Okay, that's way cool.
It took 4 years for it to fall out of that title when Demon Slayer Mugen Train came out. So
holy smokes, yeah,
years.
that was 2020. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
Okay. The film The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, directed by Mamoru Hosoda, follows Makoto, a high school student who has the ability to, you guessed it, leap through time. Recklessly using her powers to fix her problems, she soon learns that her actions negatively impact those around her because she is connected to them and she's kind of messing with fate.
That's true. I think we've talked about it before, but we're going to talk about it again because I love this show. Inuyasha series follows Kagome, a modern-day high schooler. Why are they all high school kids? Questions. Who gets transported to feudal Japan, where she meets the half-demon, super hot guy, Inuyasha. Inuyasha was everybody's first crush. So
No. Sesshomaru.
Oh, God. Well, that's why we belong together, because we have different types. There you go.
We do.
Their lives are forever changed, and themes of fate and destiny, alongside some really awesome demon showdowns, take place.
This is true. And I would like to point out that this is a great elaboration or a great continuation of red string theory, because in the show, Kagome is basically a reincarnation of Kikyo, Inuyasha's first love. And the show, rather than being, sort of a power fantasy isekai, is more about Inuyasha having to learn to deal with his grief and choose to move on with life. But Kikyo and later on Kagome are both Miko. They're both shrine maidens.
That's right.
With the traditional shrine maiden ensemble.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's the Kumihimo Museum in Kyoto called the Adachi Kumihimo Gallery. It holds various braid styles, the equipment used, and the documents regarding the art form. So if you ever want to know more about those braids, check out that museum.
Yeah. Now, in 2023, artist Maki Tashima made a collective knot art installation between South Marion Street Parkway and South Lafayette Street in Denver called Masubi Connections. It consisted of more than 1,000 fabric knots. We've left her article on the piece in our show notes because we love art, and that's so beautiful.
We do love art. And that's absolutely, it's such a cool installation. Now, are you looking for a legitimate love shrine? Visit the Kawagoe Hikawa Shrine in Kawagoe, Saitama Prefecture. Enjoy an illuminated river that recreates a 1,500-year-old tale, fortunes, charms, and of course, find your red string of fate.
Yes, yeah.
And for your siren call, friends, go watch Your Name on HBO Max, or tell us your favorite elements of the red string theory in the comments or in our Discord, because we are always looking for more people to talk about myths and legends and media with.
We love it. And we're so excited to be back. Get ready to see us every Thursday at the same time, 6 a.m., I think. 6 a.m. Eastern
I think so.
is when I post it.
6 a.m. Eastern. Yeah.
And
just get ready. We're here for your morning commutes.
Yes, we are. And we're excited to be back. Thank you for staying with us during our hiatus week. There will be no more hiatus until the next year.
Until season 4.
So, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Story Sirens. You can follow us on Instagram at Story Sirens Podcast. Want to support us? Send us a cup of Ko-fi by searching ko-fi.com/storysirens. We've got lots of treats for those who become siren seekers.
All research materials can be found in the episode summary. Music by Donald Guzzi and artwork by Alexis Torres. Story Sirens is a Feather and Fin production. See you soon.